Hello and welcome to another edition of Paranormal Activity and Mysterious Stories. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up here. The first video is the unexplained UFO encounter over Nellis Air Force Base. It's kind of a grainy, not the best quality footage, but it still shows how these reports of UFOs have been going back a long time. So just want to point that out. Another one is a article, and this isn't necessarily that interesting, but I just wanted to point out this is from MSN, right? UFO sightings in Arizona, what you've witnessed in 2020. Now this is from a mainstream corporate newspaper that is reporting on UFOs in a in the right way, right? They're not ridiculing it anymore because we've definitely turned a corner. Let's see. And now this is a video of a news story about a Bigfoot sighting. And this guy just tells a story like he doesn't care what people say. So we'll just watch a little bit of that. Let's see. And this is video footage of a UFO over Hong Kong. It was taken at night over a forested area, but we'll take a look at that video here. Let's see. And this is from Reddit. It's a UFO formation over Lima. This happened on April 20th. And yeah, they make this circular formation. And, I'm going to say this again. This is not the first time incidents like this have happened, especially in this region of South America. There are literally thousands of UFO reports in that area that go back a long time, and I'm going to say it again, it's they're not visiting. It's becoming more and more obvious to me every single day as I think back about all of the UFO shows that I've watched on the History Channel and, all the other cables. I've watched every single one of them. I've been watching them for 30 years. Encounter after encounter after encounter. I'm thinking back all of these different shows about UFO encounters where people see UFOs coming into a lake, coming out of a lake, going into the ocean, coming out of the ocean. That tells me that that's most likely where their homes are. But anyways, and then the last one here is an old report. This is from Reddit again. Again, this is from the 1980s, where Stanton Friedman shows an official Navy film of a tic-tac looking UFO over Catalina Island. And from the 1980s. So whatever these things are, they're not coming from, millions of miles away or, from light years. They're not traveling light years away. They're not traveling from the future. They're not traveling from another dimension. I mean, not to say that, those aren't, that's not happening, that there aren't some UFOs that are traveling from faraway galaxies, that are traveling from different dimensions. I'm not completely sold on the whole time travel from the future thing, but even if that was a possibility, I still believe the majority of the UFO sightings that that are happening here on Earth currently are our neighbors. We're detecting our neighbors. So anyways, let me go to the first one here. Now, this is from an old TV show. Like I said, it's not the best quality, but it's something to check out.
Remote-controlled cameras monitor the 7,700 square miles of airspace above the Nellis Range. The cameras record fighter jet training, tactical exercises, and in at least one case, this UFO. The video, from a tracking location known only as S-30, was fed into Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas. Personnel there monitor what is supposed to be classified data about aircraft runs over the 3 million acres of desert that make up the Nellis Range. An unknown aircraft making its way onto the complex, says aerospace journalist Bill Sweetman, is not considered standard operating procedure.
I don't think you'd really see...
Yeah, this is from an old sightings, an episode from the sightings. You know, and I'm pretty positive I watched this back when it originally came out. And back then I was always thinking, where are they coming from? You know, what galaxy are they coming from? What planet are they coming from? And I think, I think this was a part of the brainwashing. I think there have been people in the government that have always known that these things, in fact, I posted some memes on Reddit, and one of the people that commented said that they knew that their father had worked in top secret military sites, and that never ever did their father ever mention what he had talked about while he worked there. But years after he retired, they said that they kind of got him drunk, and he wouldn't talk about anything. But the one thing that they did pull out of him was that he said that they're not from outer space. And then they said the father got up and walked away, and he never talked about it again. But that stuck with them. Their father said they're not from outer space. But anyways, this is interesting. It's 12 minutes long. I don't want to post the whole thing because I will get a copyright violation. Don't want to do that. So I will leave the link in the description. You can check it out. Let's go to the next one. Like I said, this is a UFO sightings in Arizona, and this is from MSN. This is mainstream, in normal everyday news. That they're getting us ready because I think I don't know if they're going to actually make a giant announcement, or they're just going to rely on people like me to provide this information, because there's a lot of us. I'm not the only person out here making these UFO videos, reporting on this. There's a lot of us out there doing it. I think this is going to be like the new religion coming up, But anyways, let's go to this. While it may feel like tempting 2020 to look at the skies for signs of an alien invasion, others in Arizona and around the country are doing it anyways. So far, the only result is thousands of new witness accounts of unidentified flying objects submitted to the National UFO Reporting Center. In fact, 3,046 reports of UFOs have been filed so far this year in Arizona. The idea that we're not alone and aliens from another galaxy are circling the planet in strange-looking spacecrafts has long fascinated us, and most of the reports on the National UFO Reporting Center's websites are filled with colorful accounts of the sightings. Take this one from Mesa, for example. I was walking back to a residence from a fast food place on Mesa Drive and Southern Avenue, and as I passed a line of two-story townhomes from the direction of Phoenix, I saw what appeared at first to be a fast-moving jet aircraft, but it made no sound, and for an aircraft pushing the speeds it was going, usually you'll hear some kind of roar, and it went fast as it flew by and over me at about 15 to 20,000 feet. Once it got above me, I noticed it was circular in shape, a puffed-out oval-like craft, similar in appearance to the smaller spacecraft seen in the film Independence Day, but without the protrusions on top of it. It had a small trailing blue light nestled in the tail, and it reflected the settings off in a brilliant gleam from its metal. I could literally see the sun shining off its body. After it flew over the roof of a nearby townhome to disappear from sight, I rushed to an adjacent road that had a better view, only to find it was gone. Intrigued, don't be jealous of those folks in me. So it goes on to, cite a few more witness testimony. So, we've definitely hit a corner. It's It's a new paradigm. We're not alone on this planet. Okay, so now here's a story. This is a part of a KTEN news story. And again, you know, this is kind of old, not the best quality. Let me go full screen. And, you know, I can't, it's a 3-minute video. I don't want to play all of it because copyright violations. But anyways, I will leave a link. I'll just introduce it, and I'll leave a link if you want to watch the rest of it.
I don't try to sell it to nobody because they're real. Just like, you know, that camera's real. Nobody can tell you any difference. And we've studied them for years, know their habits pretty well, and they're so human-like, you know. One of their signs, you know, they'll walk through the woods and break a sapling off about 6 or 7 foot tall, you know, for their area that they, well, you know, kind of like deer do, elk do.
So they're territorial.
Yeah, they're territorial. And also their rutting season's in the fall, you know, just like deer. We've learned that too. And there's a lot of activity in late October, November.
Well, if you get an official statement from the Forestry Service or something like that, they say they don't exist.
I know it. And the government says they don't exist. But also I've heard there's a big reward if someone kills one of them.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, I don't think I have to convince anyone. Our government does lie. They lie on a regular basis. So I'm going to believe, you know, someone like this guy who's out there, who sees them, and he's not making up a story. So anyways, I will leave a link to this if you want to watch the rest of it. Let me go to the next video here. This is another YouTube video, and I'm not too sure when this happened, but yeah, this is from some news show. You know, here's the intro. I don't want to play the intro, but let's just get right to the video. Let me go full screen, and I think it's in Chinese, so I don't think we really have to listen to it. You can just watch this footage. It was filmed over some heavily forested mountain range on the outskirts of Hong Kong. Yeah, this is really bad quality. And again, you know, this isn't the first time UFOs have been seen over Hong Kong. And I don't think it's going to be the last time. Well, you know, anyways, you know, I'll leave a link to this. It's, yeah, not the best quality footage here. Let me see if I can go forward a little. Yeah, this, I don't know what's going on. This is some kind of, I don't know, even if, you know, I'm not even going to say this is quote unquote extraterrestrial or, you know, from our...
Not the usual lights in the sky, right? What do you think?
I guess that was in English. Let me see. Let's go to the next one. Oh, yes. Okay. So this is a UFO formation over Lima, Peru. Let's check this one out here. Let me go full screen.
Avistamiento ovni aquí en Lima, hoy 20 de abril del 2020. Extrañas luces en formación de círculo. Estamos aquí en la zona de Independencia, Lima Norte.
Let me play that one more time because you can definitely see this formation of UFOs. And you know, this isn't the first time this has happened in this part of the world. You know, Chile, they get a lot of UFO sightings. You know, and they definitely have a history of UFO sightings that go back years. Yeah, look, they're not coming from outer space, folks, and I think we have to get used to the idea that, yeah, we're not alone on this planet. We've never been alone on this planet. There has always been a highly advanced civilization that has been interacting with us. And I think there's also been a concerted effort by people within the government to hide that from us, or to convince us and brainwash us into not realizing that, making us believe that, you know, they're coming from outer space, or they're coming from the future. I think that's all counterintelligence. Anyway, so this last one here is, like I said, it's an old 80s TV show, but it's Stanton Friedman here talking about the Tic Tac UFO.
Did you work with Steven Spielberg on this?
No. Unfortunately, this was Hollywood. This is taken over Catalina Island, and it's taken by an official Navy photographer sitting with a $20,000 piece of gear in a helicopter going to film something else. He sees this object in the sky and realizes it's standing still, and then it starts moving. And so we've slowed it down here. It does go in front of the mountain on the left. That gives us a handle on the size of the object because we know the distance of the mountain.
I want to see it go through the mountain and come out the other side.
Now that would be a neat trick. Yeah. That would be a neat trick. Anyway, this has been, you can't see any wings, you can't see any tail.
What kind of...
Yeah, you notice how, okay, back then, this guy here tries to, ridicule. I want to see it go through the mountain. He's sitting here looking at UFO, but yeah, and again, he goes on to talk about how he doesn't believe it, or that video isn't convincing to him. Yeah, I've come to the realization that there are some people out there that no matter what you show them, they aren't going to be convinced. They're going to perform all these mental gymnastics in order to discredit any evidence you show them. So yeah, I don't even waste my time trying to convince people. If anyone at this point still does not believe that UFOs exist, yeah, I'm not wasting my time having any type of discussion with people like that. So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. If you like videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I'm going to have more and more things like this. Take care.